Hey Wolfpack fans, I'm Logan Sims. The NC State men's and women's basketball teams, as well as the NC State football team, come away with victories from the weekend. The NC State women's rugby team falls just short, and the ice hockey team has another trying weekend, all in this episode of The Daily, brought to you by University Transportation. The NC State men's basketball team is 2-0 after a strong opening weekend of college hoops. The Pack defeated the Georgia Southern Eagles 81-79 on Friday, following a strong outing by senior guard Terry Henderson, who led the way with 23 points. All 5 starters scored in double digits on opening night. The team followed up that victory with an 86-61 victory against the St. Francis Terriers. Freshman forward Ted Capita had 17 points in his debut after being cleared by the NCAA on Saturday. The team heads to the Virgin Islands for the Paradise Jam this weekend with tip-off against the Montana Grizzlies at 6 o'clock on Friday. The NC State women's basketball team also advanced to 2-0 on the season with an 80-40 rout of the Wofford Terriers. Junior Chelsea Nelson had a double-double with 10 points and 10 rebounds while adding 2 blocks. The Pack returns to Reynolds Coliseum on Wednesday to host Hampton University. The Pack football team broke its 4-game losing skid with a 35-20 victory in Syracuse on Saturday. Matt Days had another career outing with 3 touchdowns on 108 yards rushing, and Jalen Samuels added 1 of his own. Quarterback Ryan Finley threw for a career-best 340 yards, while the stout Pack defense held the Orange to only 28 rushing yards and 218 total yards. The Pack returns to Carter Finley Stadium Saturday for Senior Day against the Miami Hurricanes. The Wolfpack women's rugby team fell to the Charlotte 49ers on Saturday by a final score of 39-35. At one point, the Pack held a 25-10 lead in the third quarter, but they were unable to hold off the 49ers offense. This was the final game of the fall 2016 schedule for the women's rugby team. Tragedy struck the ACCHL last week. On Thursday, the North Carolina Tar Heels assistant coach Dick Marr passed away in his home. And on Friday, shortly before the High Point Panthers took the ice, their head coach John Voss collapsed in the locker room. Voss passed away early Saturday morning. Voss was instrumental in getting High Point a hockey team. Voss had a career with the Kitchener Rangers in Canada's Major Junior Hockey League. He also spent time as the goaltender for the Greensboro Generals, Winston-Salem Thunderbirds, and the Charlotte Checkers. The Wolfpack was slated to face each of these teams last weekend. Friday's game between the Pack and the Panthers was canceled, and the Wolfpack fell to the Tar Heels by a final score of 6-2 on Saturday night. The Tar Heels scored 5 goals in the first period. Luis Jimenez scored both goals for the Pack, and NC State's next game is at home against the Duke Blue Devils on Saturday night. That is all for this episode of The Daily. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter @IntoThePack, and check out all of our social media at go.ncsu.edu/sports. For PackTV, I'm Logan Sims, bringing you Into the Pack.